Alright, let's see. Just gonna do a couple cards here. See what comes out. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it, nobody else does. Alrighty, let's go from middle, somewhat. Subliminal messages. Graveyard. Dig deeper. Possibly there's subliminal messages on gravestones or in a graveyard, and maybe in this graveyard you need to dig deeper. Maybe there's stuff underneath the bodies, you know what I'm saying, underneath the holes. I don't know if they're, somebody's digging deeper, maybe, or maybe you need maybe you need to dig deeper. Somebody that's in the graveyard. So maybe somebody that's already dead. Maybe this is a past case, old cold case, or just something. Maybe somebody's trying to research on people, somebody that's passed or something, and maybe this person that's already passed left some kind of subliminal messages or some kind of coded messages, and you need to dig deeper to solve the message or to find out what's happened to them or something. Maybe there's something from since I'm saying that they're already in the grave, somebody that was, maybe they're from the 1940s and 50s and they've already passed, or this is somebody that in the 1940s and 50s this is somebody that was in a grave, like a graveyard. A gravestone would be like the 40s or 50s when they passed. This is somebody, this is the old case, cold case, that there's some kind of coded messages, subliminal messages that need to be dig deeper on, that maybe people think it's one thing and it's actually something else totally, because it's a subliminal message and it's coded to sound like one thing, but really it means something else. Or somebody that's 40, 50 years old, possibly. Yeah, something from the 40s and 50s with the CIA. Go figure. This is something from the 1940s and 50s that the CIA put in the graveyard, so they specifically killed it, put it away, hid it, and they put it under subliminal messages. And if you're researching it, whatever, you need to dig deeper on the mess. Like, they've got it coded where, like I'm saying, like the project, it's project something, blah blah blah, and it's some kind of CIA research on animals or some shit like that, but really it's some kind of research on some fucking new drug or virus or some bullshit or some war that they're doing somewhere that they're trying to keep hid. You know what I mean? They're trying to keep it covered up in the graveyard, keep it killed. They want it dead. They don't want to talk about it. Like maybe like where they like the Epstein stuff and all that. They want it. They always put everything in like subliminal messages and coding because they don't want really nobody to talk about it. People really don't. I mean, I don't know. What I've noticed is people really, there's a lot, but compared to the amount of people in this world, there's not a lot of people that talk about like human trafficking and stuff like that. And I notice when they do, they either get very attacked or in some way, or they get accused of it themselves and stuff like that. So just something that like is subliminal. So maybe somebody is trying to like keep it buried, keep it like dead. So they're using subliminal messages, MK Ultra or whatever. But this is something that needs to be dig deeper on the CIA. Something that they were doing in the 40s and 50s, or somebody that's in the CIA that is in their 40s and 50s, and that needs, and maybe somebody in the CIA that's 40s and 50s that needs to dig deeper, you know, in some kind of graveyard, in something that's dead, some or a cold case, something that they've tried to kill, they tried to cover up and all that, that is coded in some kind of, or there's some kind of subliminal messages that you're not, you know, not getting, or something. You need to dig deeper on that. And maybe this is somebody in their 40s and 50s that worked for the CIA that's going to jail or prison, that maybe they it was some kind of murder or something, that, you know, something graveyard. So something that maybe they put in the graveyard, or something that needs to be dig deeper on a graveyard, or on a death, or a grave, or somebody's yard. They need to dig deeper on it. It has something to do with the CIA that uses subliminal messages, coded messages, that they need to dig deeper on. Celibate. Maybe it's someone that, maybe if they're in jail or something like that, maybe they're celibate. They ain't, you know what I mean? But maybe it's just someone that ain't in a relationship, that don't have, you know what I mean, that needs to dig deeper on this CIA person that's in their 40s and 50s, or this person that's 40 in their 40s and 50s that's going to jail. Maybe that works for the CIA. That is not known about. That might be what's in the graveyard. That this person works for the CIA that's going to jail, and maybe they're trying to signal you some way, or they're trying to send messages, but they're like, the messages are subliminal, and somebody that's in the city. So maybe there's somebody that's in the city that's going to jail, or they're celibate, or they work for the CIA, or they're in their 40s and 50s. No, or this, maybe there's somebody, something the CIA did maybe in the 40s and 50s in a city that is like celibate, like is cut off from things. So the city is like cut off, like from a lot of people or a lot of things. So maybe this is like some kind of small town or some kind of small city that, like, it's not known about really. That's kind of in the graveyard, or maybe it's got a big graveyard in the city or something that needs to be looked deeper into. Maybe something at a graveyard in the city that's working with the CIA. Maybe they're in their 40s and 50s that maybe they're doing some stuff at a graveyard. You know what I mean? Maybe for the CIA. And they're using some kind of subliminal messages or something. They're trying to get through to somebody or something to dig deeper, because they're going to jail or something. So maybe they want you to research it. And it has to do with the Department of Defense too. So the Department of Defense and the CIA is involved in it, or the Department of Defense, or the Department of Justice or something might be going after either somebody in the CIA that's in their 40s and 50s that's going to jail, that's about to go to jail. They're digging deeper on this person, and like they might be like releasing some kind of subliminal messages and shit like that that need to be dig deeper on, or maybe they want your help to dig deeper on. They might want you to help them read these messages, or they're doing some kind of investigation on the CIA from the 40s and 50s, and like there's messages or like some kind of notes or something like that that need to be, that are subliminal, that they don't understand, that need to be looked deeper into. And possibly, you know, this person that's going to jail is in a city, and it's like I said, or this is in a city, and whoever the CIA person like work or is going to jail or prison or has to do with something about a jail or prison graveyard. And possibly runaways. Maybe somebody ran away from a city, or these are runaways in the city that maybe the CIA have been like putting, or they've been doing something with them, and they've been putting them in the graveyard, and the Department of Defense, Justice, whatever, is researching this, is trying to dig deeper in on this and on the like the subliminal messages like that are coming out about it or something. Or, you know, maybe they're doing something with these runaways, putting them in trafficking, they're trafficking them, or they're killing it like for like organs or blood. But it's definitely something in the city, and like I said, it's either somebody in their 40s and 50s, or it's something like the CIA did in the 40s and 50s, or since the 40s and 50s, which definitely could be like MK Ultra stuff. But maybe they're using these runaways. They're doing MK Ultra on them and putting them in trafficking. They're trafficking them. Yeah, subliminal messages, sign language. So someone that's, maybe there's someone in prisons using sign language to get these subliminal messages out to somebody and to dig deeper. Maybe this person that's in the CIA or it's in jail, it's in their 40s and 50s, whatever, and they're using sign language to send out subliminal messages to dig deeper, maybe on their case, or dig deeper into a graveyard about a city and runaways, or like a city that's like a celibate, that's like cut off, a city that's cut off from, maybe a city that's cut off from the norm. Maybe this is like just like a older town, just a town that's unknown, a small town, or like a CIA town, like it's like unknown. It is cut off, like it's celibate, like it's by itself. You know what I'm saying? Like, and yeah, maybe, and maybe they're destroying property. Maybe that's why they were going to jail. They were destroying property in the city, and they were trying to run away from it because they were actually, this is somebody maybe in this that's looking deeper into the CIA and the 40s and 50s, and looking deeper into subliminal messages like at graveyards or in graves, period, and might have been digging up graves or something, or doing something in graveyards to try to, like, with these subliminal messages, or reading graves, or what's in graves, or underneath the graves, or something. I don't know. And it's possible this person on sign language study might be deaf. You know what I mean? But looks like the Department of Justice, the Defense, whatever, is in on this, like maybe investigating the CIA with this stuff, or this person that maybe secretly works for the CIA or whatever. Peace.